This video is sponsored by Loot Crate. Loot Crate is the OG subscription box service that offers you guys a wide variety of customized and seasonal collectible items all in one stylish box. This month we have a special offer for you guys. It is called Loot Anime and their theme is Halloween, so you can expect to find Angel of Death merch, How to Keep a Mummy merch, Mob Psycho 100 merch, and the cream of the crop, the Junji Ito collection, the master of manga horror. His collection is exclusive to this month's Loot Crate. Get yours while supply lasts. Use my code in the description below and the top comment to get 15% off your Loot Anime experience and enjoy this year's Halloween with Japanese horror.
Prepare yourself, Ten Saiyan.
Smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you never miss a video. Before we jump into today's brand new Dragon Ball fan manga, Goku Trains Caulifla chapter, just two real quick updates. Number one, yesterday's video was strike down because I used some footage from Dragon Ball Super Broly, so that video will be re-uploaded. Obviously, after editing it is going to be uploaded later down the line, so make sure you keep your eyes out for that. And if you got to watch it early, then you got a pre-screening of that story. The next order of business is hashtag early video squad. I am bringing that back to hashtag end of video squad, mainly due to the fact that with the way that my videos are made, it is way easier to say hashtag end of video squad at the end and makes a lot more sense than saying hashtag early video squad. So for those of you guys who do get here early, you guys can post that if you want, but I really recommend you guys to stay throughout the entirety of the video, and if you do hashtag end of video squad, that way you can be picked for a shout out in my next video, and it also helps us out in the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for all your support.
I must not let my father see that I am afraid. This is my chance to prove myself to him. But I don't know if I can spend an entire year in this place. It's too much for me. It's too much.
Last time in Goku Trains Caulifla, Caulifla calls Goku out because he actually didn't tell her the full story of how somebody could possibly become a Super Saiyan 3, because he had originally told her that as long as she trains on King Kai's planet, it will come to her, but she realized during her fight with Gotenks that he can become a Super Saiyan 3, so how did he do it without dying? And the answer is the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, or the Room of Spirit and Time, and that is where our story begins today. Entering the Room of Spirit and Time, Caulifla is absolutely speechless at its vastness and the way it's extremely white. It seems like there is nothing here, like this is some sort of purgatory. Goku explains that the temperature and the degrees, everything will change as long as she wills it. Whatever she wants to fight in, she will be able to do so. The air is also extremely thin in the Room of Spirit and Time, and it is about 10 times the normal gravity outside. So this is a room specifically made to push someone's limits to the max. It is the perfect training environment, and one begs to ask why Goku hasn't taken her here before. Why has he waited all the way till past her wanting to fight Gogeta to actually bring her here, when the original thing she wanted to do was become a Super Saiyan 3? But this is interesting. Goku says if 2 or more people enter the room, it will be ineffective. So the more people that are in this chamber, the least likely it will work, which, I mean, I guess it makes sense. More than 2 people really haven't been in the chamber to train. Gotenks, Piccolo, and Boo were all in one, but they weren't actually training. So I see no flaw in this logic, although again, this is Dragon Ball fan manga logic, and it is specific to this story. Even Kaba is awestruck at the brilliance of the Room of Spirit and Time, the way that it pushes someone's limits, the intense gravity, the hypoxia that comes from the limited air that makes you almost want to choke. This is an extreme condition for training, and it makes sense why the Universe 7 Saiyans are so powerful because of this room.
Every day presented its own hardship, a new obstacle to be met and overcome. Of course, some days were harder than others.
Caulifla is less impressed at the gravity situation of the Room of Spirit and Time because she says that she's been to other planets with higher gravity and it's not that hard to fight in higher gravity. She's kind of used to it, so what does she do here if this is not a challenge for her? And Piccolo says, "I got you covered, dog," and he points a laser at her and beams Goku's gi onto Caulifla. She is officially Goku's student. She is wearing his colors, and Goku has put a claim on Caulifla's training, and Caulifla is looking at the clothes and seeing how similar they are to Goku's clothes, and Goku says that on top of the training for the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, we like to add weighted clothing because it gives you that extra edge that you need. These clothes are perfectly suited to give you that extra oomph when it comes to your gravity training, but it's not lost on Caulifla that these colors make her look like a mini female Goku, and she's even thinking of it herself. Goku continues and says that once the door is closed, the outside world becomes like a completely different dimension than this world. So whatever you do in this world, it doesn't affect planet Earth, so you can go completely wild and raise your ki to extreme levels that normally would harm the planet that you're on, but because this is a special situation, you don't actually hurt the room. So Caulifla can go wild here, and actually they can push themselves beyond their limits, and that is another added value to this training because you are not worried about affecting your environment. And a lot of Dragon Ball Z characters have affected their environment, especially on planet Earth. When they power up, they do beam struggles, it usually affects everyone's day-to-day, so this is perfect for them to go crazy in. That is exactly the reason that Gotenks went Super Saiyan 3 here, because they pushed themselves beyond their limits and went completely crazy when it came to ki leveling and bending the rules of exactly how Super Saiyan 3 would work. And so the Hyperbolic Time Chamber is almost that cheat code that they got for becoming a Super Saiyan 3, and I can only imagine that Vegeta is pretty pissed off right now because Goku has never given him this added bonus tip, so he never went back in there to try to become Super Saiyan 3. But apparently, as long as you're in sort of this quasi dimension, like that is not part of our reality, specifically Earth and our universe, if you're in the afterlife or in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, it is much easier to become a Super Saiyan 3, so Goku should have taken Caulifla here first, honestly.
Suddenly everything became clear. Those raging flames hadn't been a product of the time chamber at all. They had come from him.
So Caulifla finally got the answer as to why Gotenks knows Super Saiyan 3 when Goku said you needed to be on King Kai's planet to learn it and he never died. And Goku gives her the last little bit of information about this chamber, and that is that 1 day outside is 1 year in here, so the time difference is also important, giving you a lot of training in a little bit amount of time. Piccolo adds that because this is a completely different dimension, the rules of time and space flow different here, so basically this room is the perfect training gym. Caulifla is finally getting excited about this situation, and even though she feels like the room is inherently dangerous, she likes the challenge. She wants to be in here, and since she's come such a long way and there's nothing like this where she comes from, she would like to go wild a little bit here, so she wants to fight a little bit in this chamber. And who better to fight than one of the OGs of Dragon Ball Z, one of the best characters that have come from the Dragon Ball franchise, one of the characters that even Vegeta at some point was beneath. And that character is Piccolo, and that is how this chapter ends. Caulifla vs. Piccolo is coming right up. A dish best served cold because she about to throw these hands, and Piccolo, let's see how strong he is compared to a Super Saiyan 2 at her limit, a Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla. Will Piccolo be able to push her to go into Super Saiyan 3? How much more powerful is Piccolo compared to Caulifla? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, guys. You guys are fucking awesome. And if you made it to this point in the video, again, we are back. Drop that hashtag end a video squad for a chance to be featured in my next video. Today, I'm going to be responding to Kishan. I clicked in 1 second. I think that maybe, just maybe, we might get a time skip, hopefully, and Goten and Trunks can grow up. That is really what I want. I want that more than anything, I'll be honest. I want a time skip. Other shows, other popular anime has had time skips already, One Piece being one of them. In Dragon Ball Z, yes, they've had time skips in Dragon Ball Z, but they really haven't had a time skip between Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. Nothing too crazy. I mean, Goten and Trunks look exactly the same, so it'd be really cool to see them finally be like young adults. And I'm hoping that Toyotaro, Akira Toriyama, and Funimation, Toei Animation, Shueisha, all of them are deciding to go in this route to kind of flesh out Dragon Ball a little bit more. But I have faith now with Toyotaro usurping my expectations that the story is going to be interestingly handled from here on out, even though he has made a lot of mistakes. Thank you so much for your comment. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.